Hey there, so we're back, and in the last video we installed our plugins, and so right now you see that we're on the plugin screen. So that's just over here on the left. Today we want to look at installing themes. And a theme is basically the thing that gives your website its style, so the look that it has when people visit your website. So there's a million different ways to style websites, as you've probably seen just from your own browsing of the web. And WordPress uses this concept of themes to let you sort of change out the look rather easily without having to do a bunch of coding or understanding HTML or style sheets or having to do a bunch with images and stuff like that. So it's pretty handy. Now let's go to themes, and all we have to do is over here on the left side in the menu, let's go to Appearance and then click on Themes. It's right at the top. And themes kind of work like plugins. So if you mastered adding plugins last time, then themes is going to be very similar for you. So all we have to do is add new, and you'll see here when you come to the screen that you've probably already got a couple of themes loaded. And I've added one here that I found earlier. But what I wanted to do is let's go into Add New just so that we can kind of look around. It's a lot like browsing for plugins, where up here we've got some featured themes, we've got popular themes, and this is, I think, a good place to kind of look around, see if you can find something you like. The one thing that I would note is that some of these themes have some pretty complicated settings and features and stuff. So, in order to get these themes to look like they do in these pictures here, you have to get some images. You have to play around with a bunch of different settings, and that's okay. They make it fairly easy to do that, but you can definitely spend a pretty good deal of time on that, and especially if you're not real familiar with how these settings work and what it all means, or if you have no real desire to get into this sort of thing, then my advice to you would be to pick a theme that's really quite simple, kind of like this 2012 theme. There's not a lot of fancy stuff to it, and it's going to work right out of the box. It's going to look real professional for you and your freelance business or whatever kind of business you're building for. And start with that, and then frankly, unless you're really inclined to get into designing websites and stuff, you can go with that. And if you need something fancier, then you can always kind of hire somebody on Elance or Freelancer or Odesk to take one of these other themes and make some customizations for you to really make it fit your business if you want something fancier. And really that kind of thing would only cost you probably between $50 and $100, if that. For now, let's just stick with simple and use our 2012 theme. It's already installed. By the way, any of these that you want to investigate further, simply click on the middle, Details and Preview. And what's going to happen here is it's just going to show you a picture of the theme, and then you're going to see the ratings it has. Themes with good ratings, with a lot of people have rated them. That just tells you that they're pretty good and that other people have found them useful. And then you can read here all about the concept of the theme. So the only thing I think that's really worth looking for over here in this text is to make sure this is a theme that's responsive, and that just means it's going to work on mobile sites, or mobile phones, smartphones, and tablets and stuff like that. You definitely want to be installing a theme that's going to work on all of these different devices that people use these days. So that's the biggest thing. Most WordPress themes work just fine on mobile and tablets, so it's worth looking, but you probably are safe with just about any theme you pick. So let's go ahead and get started. And what we'll do is, I think we're just going to use this 2012 theme. So I'm going to just go over here on the left and click on themes again to get back to my personal themes. And what I'm going to do is, if it's not active already, you want to hover over the 2012 theme, and then, or whichever theme you've chosen, and you want to click the blue button that says activate. And so what's going to happen is then it'll just take a second, and then the screen will change, and then the theme you've chosen will be the top left corner here. So that's good, and that's exactly what we want. So that's themes in a nutshell. The next thing we're going to do in the next video is just make a few tweaks to the theme and also add our header up in the top left corner. So tune into that one, and we'll take a look. At this point, just to make sure everything works, why don't you click to visit your site. All you have to do is hover over your website name up here in the top left corner, and then click on the button or on the link that says visit site. Open it up, and then you're going to see kind of where you're at right now. So this is what we've got right now, and let's get together again in the next video, and we will work on our header and some other settings. Thanks.